Hello, little story lovers, and welcome to our Bedtime Story Corner. Tonight, we have a very special tale from Africa that answers a big question. Why does the tortoise walk so slowly? Get comfy, snuggle in, and let's begin our journey. Long, long ago, in a time when animals could talk just like you and me, there lived a tortoise. But this wasn't just any tortoise. He was known throughout the land for being incredibly fast and super clever. Can you imagine that? A speedy tortoise every single morning. He would wake up with a zip and a zoom. He'd race past the graceful antelope, dash ahead of the quick-footed rabbit, and leave everyone else in a cloud of dust. As he ran, his voice would echo through the fields. "Look at me! I'm faster than all of you. No one can catch me." The other animals would just shake their heads. They knew Tortoise was fast, but they also knew he had a very big problem. He was incredibly proud. His speed had gone to his head, and he thought he was better than everyone else. One sunny afternoon, the wise old lion, the king of the savannah, made a grand announcement. "We will have a great feast," he roared, his voice booming with excitement. "A celebration for everyone in our animal village." All the animals cheered. A feast meant delicious food, happy music, and spending time together. The lion continued, "But a great feast requires great preparation. Everyone must lend a paw, a hoof, or a wing to help." Immediately, the animals got to work. The birds, with their sharp eyes, flew high into the trees to gather the sweetest, juiciest fruits. The mighty elephants, strong and kind, made trips to the river, their trunks filled with cool, fresh water. The playful monkeys swung from branch to branch, skillfully picking the crunchiest nuts and dropping them into woven baskets below. Everyone had a job, and everyone was happy to help. Now, what about Tortoise? The lion looked at him and said, with a gentle but firm voice, "Tortoise, your job is very important. We need you to bring firewood so we can cook our food." Tortoise puffed out his chest and nodded. "Of course, King Lion. A simple job for the fastest animal here." But did he go to the forest to gather wood? Oh no. Instead, he spent the entire day showing off. He ran circles around the hard-working elephants. He did somersaults in front of the busy birds. He laughed and boasted, "Why should I carry heavy, slow wood? I am far too fast for such a boring task. I'll get it done in a flash later." He was so busy being proud, he forgot all about his promise. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in beautiful shades of orange and purple, all the animals gathered for the feast. The fruits were piled high, the nuts were ready, and the water was poured. But something was missing. There was no crackling fire. Without a fire, the food couldn't be cooked. The yams stayed hard, and the stew remained cold. The animals started to whisper and grumble. The lion's happy face turned into a deep frown. His eyes scanned the crowd and found Tortoise, who was still trying to look important. "Tortoise!" The lion's voice was like thunder. It rolled across the clearing, and all the animals fell silent. "Where is the firewood? You were supposed to help." Suddenly, Tortoise felt a hot blush of shame creep up his neck. All eyes were on him. He had let everyone down. He had no excuse. His pride had made him foolish. Without a word, he turned and ran. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him, away from the angry lion, away from the disappointed eyes of his friends. He just wanted to hide. But in his desperate hurry, he wasn't watching where he was going. His foot caught on a thick root, and he went tumbling through the air. He landed with a loud, sickening crack right on top of a big, hard rock. His beautiful, smooth shell, the very thing that protected him, was shattered into countless tiny pieces. He lay there, broken and hurting, feeling more alone than ever before. The birds, who had seen everything from the sky, felt a pang of pity for the poor tortoise. They flew down, their little hearts full of kindness. Gently, one by one, they picked up the broken pieces of his shell. They worked together like tiny puzzle masters, carefully fitting each piece back into place. They used sticky sap from the trees to glue it all together. But even with all their care, the cracks remained. His shell was whole again, but it was now a map of his big mistake, covered in lines and patterns. From that day forward, Tortoise was a changed animal. He never ran recklessly again. He started to walk slowly and carefully, always watching his step. The heavy, patched-up shell was a constant reminder to be humble and thoughtful. He learned that being fast wasn't nearly as important as being kind and reliable. And that, my dear friends, is why, even to this very day, the tortoise walks so slowly, carrying the story of his pride on his back. The moral of our story is that it's better to be slow, steady, and humble than to be fast and full of pride. Thank you for listening to our story tonight. We hope you enjoyed it. Remember to be kind. Always do your best to help others, and don't forget to subscribe for more wonderful bedtime stories. Sweet dreams.